I was advised not to poke that rust. It might make more work for myself, but I ignored the advice and went over here and cut a hole so I could have a better look at how much rust was in there. And it looks to be a pretty good bit. So I'm gonna have to rebuild this area, make a new piece for the bottom in here, and looks like rebuild this area here as well. We'll see what else I find. Just a little quick lesson here. When you're in the auto body store and you see two spot weld cutters side by side, one's expensive and one's cheap, and you say, oh, let me just get the cheap one, I won't use it that much. Sooner or later you'll find yourself, after the shop's closed, and the cheap one you bought will be all broke and a piece of junk, and you'll be forced to drill your spot welds like I'm doing it now. Take a small drill bit, drill the hole, take a big drill bit, cut the spot weld. It takes a lot more time. After some careful drilling and cutting, I got this piece out in pretty good condition so I can duplicate it. And now I just got to figure out how to cut that last little bit out there, and I'll begin reconstruction. Thank you, Bridge Chevy truck, for sending me those. I'm gonna have to MacGyver something. That's stainless steel and magnets won't stick to it, but I'll think of something. But back to the truck over here. Cut this rusty piece out, flattened the bends out, traced it out on this piece of cardboard, and then I've transferred it over here to a piece of sheet metal that come off the trunk. Running out of trunk metal, and now I'm going to cut it out, bend it up, see how it fits. We went from that to that. I think that's going to work. Haven't trial fitted it yet. Had to bend some of it on this little contraption. You can't bend it all in the bender. Now I need to make this piece, and I'm going to use a piece of old big block Chevy valve cover just to keep it interesting. Well, if you're interested, I thought I'd show you how I put that step in this piece I'm making right here. I just took a piece of flat steel, approximately the thickness of that little step, laid it down, set a flat piece on top of it, and then clamped another piece to hold it in place. And then I started out with this hammer, tapping it right through there to get it started. And then I used this hammer to get it a little bit closer. And then I've got this Chinese chisel, which works well in light duty applications. Ground the end of it off so it'd be flat, and just kept tapping it with a hammer all the way through there. And then of course you got to keep flattening this down. But I think that's going to work. And that goes on there like so. Bend up a few, make up a few more pieces, and I'll be ready to weld it together. Realized I forgot to put this little divot in the new piece. I guess that's so it can drain water or dirt out of whatever accumulates in there. It's not exactly the same, but close enough. I just laid it on that old 325 cat tooth, rock digging tooth. It's about wore out. That worked out pretty good. Just hammered in that groove right there. Well, I just realized I made an error. All my careful planning, I bent this the wrong way. Those should be bent down. Guess I better fix that. Had another rusty place there. May as well fix it now. Got my piece here ready for that. I put it in the right way. I don't know if y'all can hear, but I got a super ninja fighter over here keeping my enemies at bay. It's hard to do one-handed. I got my other pieces ready. I think I'll weld that in tomorrow. Get some sleep tonight.